Disney Interactive Studios, Square Enix, several different copyright things like Disney, Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, and Captain Hook. Welcome back to our next Let's Play. PK Plays Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories Reverse Rebirth. After beating Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, your save file is now marked with a golden card on it, and you are able to play through the game a second time, but this time as Riku. And because we're playing as Riku, I thought, you know what, why not play through it on inverted colors, because that seems fun. Right, guys? Right. So, let's jump right in. Nah, I'm playing with normal colors, but I might have had you for a second. Here we see Riku just in his white little void.
Where am I?
As I just said, in your white little void.
Stay asleep.
Who's there?
You should remain asleep. Here, between light and dark.
Between what? The king! Where's the king? Together we close the door to darkness. After that?
You came drifting here by yourself. You did not have the strength to overcome the darkness. Or maybe you were close to it.
As if I'm some kind of demon.
Turn from the light. Shut your eyes. Here, blanketed by the darkness, sleep is safety. Sleep is eternal. But
What's this?
it is a door to the truth. Take it and your sleep ends as you take the first step toward the truth. But know this, the truth will bring you pain. Will you still go? There is no return to the security of sleep.
This seemed like a boring place to take a nap anyway.
That was very well said, Riku.
A door to the truth, huh?
We get the Hollow Bastion map card! Hey guys, remember when you played through all the worlds in Kingdom Hearts 1? And then you did it a second time in a boss rush gauntlet in the end of the world? And then you did it a third time at Sora's side of Chain of Memories? Well, guess what, fuckers? It's time to play through all the Kingdom Hearts 1 worlds again for the fourth time in a row. Woo! Oh, I love this series, but Jesus Christ, this is the fourth time we're just going through the Kingdom Hearts 1 worlds. I swear that the entire series isn't just Kingdom Hearts 1. But this also isn't the last time we do this! This is Hollow Bastion. What you see is not real. It's a world of your memory. My memory? memory? The things you remember from your time at Maleficent's castle became a card, and that card made this world. You've seen everything here before, haven't you? Yeah. So what now? Am I going to learn something? Maybe meet someone? You would meet the people in your memories. Ordinarily. What's that mean? Hey, I'm asking you a question. Fine. But it better not. But it had better not be your "ooh, I run across next" voice. I almost got through that whole thing without stumbling, but nope, right at the end. Nice and fun. Key of beginning. So, if we're going to look at the world map when the game gives us the option to, you might say, oh god, this really is just the same exact game, isn't it? Review deck. Riku cannot customize his deck. He must fight with the provided deck. The cards in the deck will change as Riku advances through the game. Now, you might be saying, wait, the Kingdom Hearts game, whose entire thing was you can customize your deck, removed that aspect from the game? Like, isn't that a major step down? Yeah, you would think so, no. But, like, they actually made competently charted decks. And you see that Riku takes 0 time to refill his deck at all. Additionally, when leveling up, we can boost attack power and just do more damage. So it's now just a proper action RPG. And yeah, Riku does not have customized decks. He does not have slights. He doesn't have all of. He is missing most of the unique features Sora had, but instead, this is just a competently designed action RPG.
Yeah.
Somehow, by removing the most interesting aspects of this game, they have trimmed the fat and made it into an overall much better experience. Riku's story is by far more fun gameplay-wise than Sora's.
Take this.
Additionally, you can dodge roll as Riku, and it's very similar to how he would roll during his fights on the Destiny Islands in Kingdom Hearts 1. And you can still make slights too. Like this is just a good game. Like, all throughout Chain of Memories, I had very divided opinions. Sometimes I'd give positives about the games and follow it up with some negatives. But no, like, Rebirth has virtually no negatives to it. Compared to Sora's side, it is just a better game. Additionally, it locks you out of certain things at certain levels, forcing you into HP and the like. You might say, oh, that's bad. No, it makes you competently build your character instead of accidentally allowing you to just make your character completely underpowered by building into the wrong things. And in fact, just because of how much I like the combat system, I'm going to just be on camera fighting every single enemy. Now, needless to say, if there, like, isn't anything to say or the battle goes on for a while, yeah, I'll cut it out, but no. Additionally, Riku's journey is just about half the length gameplay-wise because you don't need to grind as much, and if you decide to grind, you can boost your attack and just do more damage! Like, this is... God! I cannot get over how cool the game this is. And even Riku's Keyblade is cooler. The Soul Eater! And just talking about the game for a second, how cool is it? The last game ended Kingdom Hearts 1 ended with Riku being trapped in the realm of darkness, finally redeeming himself by the end of the game, and now you're playing as the edgy anti-hero rival in this game. Like, God, this is such... I'm not going to get over that. I think that this is... the moments where the Kingdom Hearts series truly took on an identity. Like, I tolerate Kingdom Hearts 1, I like Chain of Memories, and say that it is a very fun game to play through, and you know, different sections of the game are fun for different reasons. Early game for having good strategic combat, mid-game for having broken combat, and late game for having combat broken in a different way. But this is just a competently designed game with, I'm going to say, even a better story. Even though, like, yeah, the world stories in Chain of Memories I really didn't like, but the in-between world stories was really good. I'm gonna say I like the story of this game more. Like, the only problem I have with Reverse Rebirth is, in order to even start it, you need to beat the entirety of Chain of Memories, which is a long game. Well, it's shorter than, like, most Kingdom Hearts games, but it's just... It's... I don't know, it's a difficult game. An unfun game? I don't know the exact words I'm looking for, but yes. I'm basically going to throw in attack whenever I get the opportunity. Let's see. Yeah, why don't I throw down a save right here? 2 and above. I'm dumb. However, there is something you may have noticed about the way Riku plays. He doesn't have any spells. He doesn't have Cure. Because of this, it takes Moment's Reprieve, what I consider to be a kind of useless world card in the first game because it's just used only if you're lazy. Now it makes it so it's, you know, a healing point. It gives a much better purpose to the world card. Additionally, all of these destructible things no longer give you Moogle points because you can't buy cards, or cards because you can't, you know, edit your deck. It just gives you HP orbs. So now, arguably, the destructible objects and environments hold more of a use. Like, by trimming the fat on this game, it's just become a better game. And I can't get over how much I just love this game. And I'm, yeah, genuinely wondering if my enthusiasm will stay for, like, the rest of this.
Like it.
Oh, something I forgot to mention, that this is actually the basement of Castle Oblivion. So, whereas, Sora started on the first floor and climbed his way up to floor 13, we actually start at the basement and have to make our way up to the top. So, again, it's just a very... God, I can't get over how much I love this game. Need to spend a red card and a Key of Beginnings. I'm going to use the word of for all of them instead of to, as I did for all of Sora's story. Everything is exactly how I remember it, even this room. It must be nice being back to your old bedroom. Think of all of the memories. Lore for Kingdom Hearts 1! We didn't get! Riku's bedroom we never saw in Kingdom Hearts 1! Like... you again. Sorry, but these memories I could do without. We never got stuff like this with Sora's story. Maleficent gave me this room. So she did, and you lived here, tempted by the darkness she offered. You cast away your home, your friends, everything. but at least they gave you a nice room. Stop talking! Key of Guidance. You might notice, Key of Beginnings, Key of Guidance, Key of Truth. Hey, no key to rewards. Thank you! You don't need to get halfway through the fucking game to get a rare drop to start spawning, only to just start grinding a shit ton of enemies and backtracking to every single floor in order to get what are like some very necessary things, such as, hey, you want to see Oathkeeper, one of the coolest Keyblades? Hey, you want access to the best grinding spell in the game? You gotta do all this backtracking. But no, like, this sounds weird, but the game removed all side quests and it made it better. And you might say, hey, these decks are good, but like a 4, that's not going to be useful. So, why didn't you just do a Slights? And would you look at that? That 4 is removed from your deck. That's right. Not only is your deck instantly reloaded, but you can just use Slights in a clever way to just dispose of the fat in your cards. You could just destroy every single card in your deck except for 9s. So, no matter what world you're in, no matter what deck they give you, there's always a strategy of, hey, beginning of fight, I should use some Slights to get rid of some of my low-value cards, and then I'll be able to attack without getting punished for it with the rest of them. So, yeah, it's overall a much better game in my opinion. Also, one thing I'm wanting to show is what happens if you and an opponent both play a card of the same value, though I'm waiting for that to kind of occur naturally during gameplay. Because what would happen in Chain of Memories was that both you and the opponent's cards were broken, but in this game, they decided to make an improvement upon that. Oh, come on. There we go.
Like it.
Oh. It appears that I got ahead of myself with mechanics, because at this moment in time it works identically as it did in base Chain of Memories. And here's the thing, this like wasn't a DLC for the game or anything. Chain of Memories originally came out on the PlayStation 2 and just had this on the disc as you started. Additionally, this was even in like the GBA version. They decided to make a game with a slightly different game engine on the GBA. Like, God, is this entire Let's Play just going to be me sucking the game's dick constantly? I remember one of Chugga Conroy's tips for making a Let's Play is essentially pick a game you could talk about for hours and hours, and this is the first Kingdom Hearts game where I truly feel like I can do that with. And while I won't say that this is my favorite Kingdom Hearts game, this is honestly, like, beginning to end, consistently good. There isn't really a low point that this game ever reaches. The only downside to this game, as I've said before, is you have to play through all of Chain of Memories, which can be a very fun game, but to many, like, they just can't get into it and ends up becoming a chore. But, yeah, Riku's story is just the superior game, and, you know, a bit of a thing I went back and forth on is my decision to, let's play them as one Let's Play or as separates. And I ultimately went for separates a little bit because I wanted a bit of a break after Sora's story, but honestly, like, I might have all of Riku's story recorded by the time this first episode comes up. No one here either. There's nothing here but Heartless in this castle. Voice! I know you're watching, so explain this. Where are the people from my memories? Do you want to see them? Of course I do. But you cast them aside. What? You dreamt of the outside world and passed through the door to darkness. Behind you, you left your friends, family, home, everything, all in the pursuit of darkness. But I cast that aside too. And what do you have to show for it? First your home, then the dark. Your heart only knows how to cast away. It's empty like that room. Like your memories, that's why you didn't meet anyone. Your heart is hollow, except for the residual darkness. You're wrong. I rejected the darkness. Ha ha ha! Did you really now? Genuine character analysis in the first world! I love this game. 5 or above. Yeah, I still only have that for 1. You know, did we even show off black mushrooms at all during the Chain of Memories base? Because I remember, like, making this in the White Mushroom room a couple of times, but I don't think I actually, like, showed them off. They function kind of like they do in, base Kingdom Hearts 1, where, if I'll let it do it, it can emit a poison, or it can turn to metal and just become immune to damage. So, yeah, and it's not like they have a particularly high experience yield or something. I mean, I bet they have higher experience than, like, most other Heartless, but yeah, they're not really all too special. Bottomless and Key of Truth. I knew you would return, Riku. Maleficent, you're alive? You haven't been paying attention. I am but a figment of your memory. Of all the people I could run into, it had to be you. But of course, after all, your heart is steeped in the darkness. You only see those who exist in that same darkness. No. Be grateful you have someone to keep you company. Your heart is empty. Were it not for the darkness it contains, it would be completely alone. That's sounding pretty good right about now. Come now. Once you've turned to me to sate your hunger for darkness, you want me here. But who but I can grant the darkness you long for? There was a time I did want you around. I surrendered my heart to dark. But never again. You and your darkness have nothing to offer. All I did was lose myself. Empty myself. I'm finished with all that. If I'm stuck seeing people like you, people of the dark, I'll take you out one by one. Then you mustn't forget to destroy yourself last. For, like me, you are one of the dark. That's fine with me. I turned to darkness because my heart was weak. I hate that weakness. It's like I'm my own enemy. And seeing people like you embrace the darkness just makes it worse. Enough talk, Maleficent. So you hate the darkness enough to fight it. Oh, the agony you must feel. Then, Let me end your pain, Riku. End it forever! With the wondrous power of darkness! So I have to comment now. This game will not shut the fuck up about using the word dark or darkness. Yeah, make it into a drinking game if you want to commit suicide or something. Okay, as we see, she has access to 8, so why don't we just use slights to get rid of everything that's not an 8 in our deck? Because we can do that, and it's a good move. Okay, oh, frick. We also get access to the Mickey card. Use that. Okay. So, yeah. I probably underestimated Maleficent a little bit here. But it's overall okay because, well, this is the first boss in the game. And you can just kind of button mash to get through it. Like that. But yes, you're gonna want to be more careful with your HP. And for beating Maleficent, we get a level up, since it is a boss, and the Maleficent card. Or the Dragon Maleficent card. Drag on D's nuts. Get boost to HP. Riku almost already feels more powerful than Sora. Let's see. So, in the deck, we also have a Oh! Shoot! That's something I never showed off! So, also in every world, you'll get a card based off of enemies in that world, and then you'll also get the boss card when you beat them. So, like, Riku also already has, like, presets, Riku has presets as enemy cards for every world, and then we'll get permanently unlock the boss card for every boss he defeats. So you just get all of the boss cards in your deck for free. Actually, let me check. What does Dragon Maleficent do again? Because I'm not sure at the top of my head. Review deck. Dragon Maleficent sacrifices reload speed to power up attack cards. Reload speed isn't a stat in this game! It's just boost attack cards! Like, that's insanity! Riku is so much stronger than Sora, it's not even funny! This game is so much more fun, it's not even funny. And these episodes are probably going to be honestly the same length because I'm just going to have so much to talk about sucking this game's dick constantly. And I'm going to be, you know, battling all the enemies on screen, just cutting out the irrelevant ones after.
Why do you shun the darkness?
Come on, I know you heard me. Every word I said to Maleficent.
Darkness is your weapon. It is time you learned you must accept it.
What do you mean?
Stop resisting. Accept the darkness. You have no choice. If you are to serve me again.
Hello, Ansem!
I thought it was you, Ansem.
Oh, you don't seem surprised.
All you have been talking about is the darkness. I can only assume you want to pull me back in, so you can play Puppet Master.
Clever boy. I knew you'd be the one to most appropriately serve me. And now, surrender to me again.
You're crazy! Not a chance!
Did you really think you could do me harm? A weakling like you couldn't even defeat Sora, and you had darkness on your side.
Oh, excuse me for being weak.
You are weak. You need darkness. Surrender. Bow to darkness. Bow to me.
That's not gonna happen.
Only the darkness can offer to you all of the strength that you will need.
You're wrong.
That voice.
Like,
Your
what?
Majesty?
That's right. Remember, Riku, you're
This is
not alone.
Weirdest Deus Ex Machina ever, I'm not going to lie.
Listen close. The light'll never give up on you. You'll always find it, even in the deepest darkness.
I got it. I won't lose to darkness. Not today.
You think that feeble little light can save you from the darkness that I command?
Starting off, we are fighting against Ansem! That's right! The final boss of Kingdom Hearts 1. Oh, you shall feel the darkness everywhere. Final boss of Kingdom Hearts 1. As the first boss, major boss fight here. Give me all you got. Give it right back. Well, second boss fights. Ansem shows his card. Break it right away. Rapid break. Quickly break the opponent's card for a boost in attack. Not giving up yet, I wonder how much of this you can take. I'm just going long until you give up. Show the same value card as the opponent and press triangle. Duel! Now, you have to break their cards quickly within the time limit. So just spam, and you're able to do slight combos. The duel system, value card, opponents press... Show the same value card as the opponent and press triangle to start. Break all the enemy's cards to execute a slight, but you will need more than 8 cards. This game doesn't bother to give you tutorials for all the mechanics.
It seems to me that you are intent on resisting
you've already
the
played
darkness.
through Sora's story.
All right.
It just
then
gives you
see
the
it for
tutorials for the
yourself.
new mechanics, so it's not even bogged down by tutorials for this complicated
This is a
BS in the
card crafted
early
from your
game.
memory. Advance through the world it creates, and soon you will understand. Chasing after light is not the way. It will not give you distance from the darkness. There is no running from the darkness.
Don't worry, I'm not running. Give it. I'll
Gimme.
enter the world, and in the end, if I haven't given in to the darkness, then I win.
If you win, I owe you a soda.
I have
Make
one
it
more
2.
gift for you.
What'd you do?
I simply tempered the darkness that yet remains in your heart.
You still think that I'd rely on darkness?
To use it or not is your choice. I'll be waiting, Riku, for you to sense it and yield to the darkness in your heart.
Riku learns D mode, a mechanic which I will go over on my own time. But all you need to know is that Riku has a super-powered evil side transformation now. That's right! This game also lets you go Dark Super Saiyan in combat! How is this not the best Kingdom Hearts game? Additionally, new members of the organization to mess with.
Don't I even warrant a hello, Lexius?
What is going on here, Zaxian? I want an explanation.
Nice to see you too, Vexen. It's such a shame. The organization used to be the rope that bound us together.
You're only number 6. How dare you?
Let it go, Vexen. Zexion, tell us. What did you detect?
Visitors. I picked up 2 scents in the castle's lowest basement. One of them was Maleficent.
Don't be absurd. The witch is gone. She cannot return from the realm of darkness of her own volition.
If you would let me finish. The scent belonged not to the real Maleficent, but to a very convincing double. But I truly cannot say much beyond that, since the double is no more. Our other visitor saw to that.
And who is it?
I do not know for sure, but the scent was very similar to that of the Superior.
And yet, not exactly the same, was it? This truly piques my curiosity.
Now, what to do?
We wait. See what develops.
Something smells funny. What's that scent? It's so familiar. Darkness. It's the smell of darkness. I can't believe this is happening. The darkness even seeped into my skin.
Don't worry, Riku.
Your Majesty!
I love how goofy Kingdom Hearts design Mickey looks.
What happened? I can see right through you.
Or how silly,
Funny,
rather.
huh? I can only send a bit of my power to this place. That's why I've got a request for you.
Request?
Listen, Riku. Just because darkness holds you, don't let go of who you are. You've got to fight the darkness inside you. It won't be easy to do, I know. But please don't forget, even in the darkest darkness, there's always a little bit of light.
Light within darkness.
You and I have seen it. The far welcoming light inside the door to darkness. The light of Kingdom Hearts. It will show you the way. Please don't give up. Believe in the light. That's a request from my heart.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Trust me, I'll try to find a way to reach you. I'll get there. I promise.
Oh. You're an illusion.
Don't worry. We shook hands in our hearts, remember? We're connected, you and me.
Gay.
Guess we are.
Confronting the darkness. So, before I move on, just a disclaimer for this Let's Play. I am going to assume that if you're watching this, you have played through both Kingdom Hearts 1 and Chain of Memories. As such, I am going to be spoiling the hell out of it non-stop, unabashedly. When we first meet Vexen in Sora's side in Castle Oblivion, we get the comment from Axel saying, "Hey, it's not often we see you topside," because there are 6 organization members inside of Castle Oblivion. We had the 3 on the top side being Axel, Marluxia, and Larxene, and then we have the 3 on the bottom side being Vexen, Zexion, and Lexaeus. These are, like... When you play through Sora's story, you just assume, oh, there's the 4 here. But no, it was 2 teams of 3. We just happened to see Vexen topside quite a bit just due to the events of the story. And because Vexen isn't dead yet, we do know that this is, at the very least, taking place before the end of Rechain of Memories. We don't precisely, at this point in time, know exactly how the 2 line up, but yeah. Another thing I want to talk about real quick is the phrase, "smells like darkness." In the original Japanese version of this game, essentially the phrase they used is you could sense it. Just like in Dragon Ball, how you can sense somebody's power level or something like that. The English localization team for this game decided to translate that scent as a smell because of phrases like, you know, like darkness has a foul odor to it and how you sense it. So, for this game, in particular, they talk about how characters smell a lot, and it's really weird, but what they mean is sort of like Dragon Ball power levels, like, wait a minute, I feel me over there. Is me stronger than me? I'll kill me! You know, DBZ reference, but, yeah, so it's more of a, they said there was someone who felt like Maleficence, but not quite. This Riku feels like the superior, whoever that is, but not quite. But with that out of the way, we are going to save. Sadly, sharing save slots. I do not know what I'm going to do when I run out of save slots, because I am rapidly approaching that point. And next time on PK Plays Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories Reverse Rebirth. Let's go to Traverse Town, shall we? I'll see you guys then.